Well, if you thought more than a week after health care became the law of the land, there'd be peace in the land, well, no deal. No way, no how, because there's no stopping the companies announcing this thing is going to cost them, or the Democratic leaders who rip their timing when they do. Commerce Secretary Gary Locke writing in the Wall Street Journal that the CEO's feigned rage misses the mark and misses the facts, that they'll save money with reform in the long term. But try telling that to Ingersoll Rand today, announcing, at least in the short term, a $41 million health care hit. Moments later, Eaton Corporation with a $25 million cut, and Carpenter Technology taking a nearly $6 million charge, all because of health care. What is remarkable is these guys coming out and announcing anything at all since the first wave of warners got a not-so-desired invite to testify on Capitol Hill later this month to explain their numbers from politicians who, throughout this health care charade, couldn't and wouldn't explain their numbers. Yes, it is the holy height of hypocrisy, but this is Washington right now, this Holy Week, the holy grail of it. So my question is this: to what end? What do you expect to hear out of CEOs who have an obligation to shareholders to explain consequential hits on their earnings, unless this isn't really about those CEOs' obligation to inform as much as politicians urge to inflate? That's not me saying that. That is a member of the very committee that will be grilling those CEOs later this month saying that. With me now, Texas Republican Congressman Joe Barton. Congressman, is this going to be a charade?
Well, you know, Chairman Waxman and Subcommittee Chairman Stupak are entitled to their opinion, but they're not entitled to judge the facts as they want them. Corporate America has an obligation under the Securities Exchange Commission regulations to report changes to their stockholders and also to their employees that will have a material benefit or a material effect on their bottom line. This is going to cost corporate America billions of dollars, perhaps trillions of dollars. And, you know, Chairman Waxman can call the hearing, but I am encouraging the CEOs that voluntarily come to tell the truth as they know it. And I believe that very quickly you will see a groundswell of opposition in the corporate boardrooms,
I don't know,
just like you're seeing now on the streets.
I talk to a lot of these CEOs, and a lot of them are saying, "Man, if this is what you get for spelling out what under, but under new statutes we have to detail and delineate."
Well,
no, you're right. I know where you're coming from. But, they know what these CEOs, the Deere and Caterpillar guys, are going to have to go to Capitol Hill later this month to talk to your committee and talk to the Democratic leaders in particular who are leery of their numbers. Mr. Waxman has already told them, bring all your emails, bring all appropriate documentation. I mean, this sounds like an IRS audit.
Well, they don't have to do anything they don't want to do because they're not under subpoena, and the Republicans under my leadership will not vote for a subpoena for the.
How does that work, though, Congressman? If the majority on the committee, they're Democrats, and they want them to testify, and the guys testify, can they, on their own, subpoena them to testify?
Well, it has to be a majority vote of the committee, and obviously the Democrats have a majority of the committee. But historically, the Energy and Commerce Committee has only issued subpoenas when there is both majority and minority support for the subpoena. The subpoena power is one of the most powerful powers that Congress has, and it shouldn't be used frivolously.
All right, Congressman, thank you very much, sir. Good having you.
Glad to be here.